Let's walk through how to create a fully dimension multi-view drawing for the cow catcher. In previous videos, we created drawings for the stack and for the wheel. We're going to add a new drawing to this sheet set, and we're going to go ahead and click on base view. We're going to do a 2:1 scale, and I'm going to go ahead and drop the view of the train right here. Find the cow catcher in the listing, right click, and say suppress all except selected. I'll go ahead and drag this down here as our front view. We're going to go ahead and select projected view. Going to go ahead and place a top view. Go ahead and place a right side view and an isometric view. In order to get the back of the cow catcher, I'm going to grab projected view again. I'm going to select the right side view and then go over to the right, thus creating a back view. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and create a section view. So one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on Create Sketch. I'm going to utilize the Line tool. And I want to, on this bottom edge, find on my cursor until I hit the green triangle. I'm going to go ahead and click, and I'm going to draw up to about this point, but I want to make sure that the number that I have on the angle is at 135. When I see that, I'm going to click, and I'm going to keep this line straight up until I see, and you can kind of tell on the angle for 90. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep it so that way it's there. I'm going to click to place it, right click and say okay. So I have this little line here. I'm going to say finish sketch. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab a section view. The section view, then what I can do is I can select the view, and as I go to draw this, the endpoint of that line, I can actually track off of that. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go up till I hit this corner, and then I'm going to go up till I hit this point. And I'm going to hit this green check mark. I'm going to go straight out to the right to create a section view, what we call an offset section for our train drawing. Now I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to go ahead and dimension from this line to this line. Should be, we'll go ahead and adjust that measurement, but 0.05, and then from this corner to this corner is going to be 0.10. So here's what I can do is I can double click on this dimension. I can actually say I only want 2 decimal places, and I'm going to go ahead and then double click, press space bar, type TYP, and go ahead and set that in. Same thing here, TYP, and then change the level of precision down to 2 decimal places and reposition our dimension as we need to make it look a little cleaner. So there's all the dimensions we need on that section view. Going back to the top view, I only need 2 dimensions here. I just need to go from this corner to this point. I'm going to go straight down. That should be a 0.9. And then the same thing here. I need to go from this corner up here to the point. That will be a 0.6. That will take care of all the dimensions on the top view. Here we end up having the front view. I'm going to get the overall width of 1.8. I'm going to get the top as well, 1.2. And then the overall height, 0.75. All the dimensions for the front view are done. We're then going to go ahead and take a look at our right side view. Before we add dimensions, I'm going to go ahead and right click and say OK to stop dimensioning. I'm going to grab a detail view. I want to click on the right side view, and I'm going to go ahead and draw a circle around the little peg icon here. And then we're going to place that right up here. Grab the label, pull that just a little closer. On the right side view, I'm going to go ahead and dimension from the back corner to this corner is 0.25. I'm going to go ahead and grab this corner to this corner is 0.75. And then from this corner to the front corner will be 1 inch. The only change we need to make is double left click on the 0.25, add TYP, and then there we go. That should be set up there. All dimensions on the right view are done. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the detail view we just created. Again, dimension from the back edge to this edge, 0.125, and then I'm going to go ahead and double click on it, add the TYP, and then we just need to add a little note. So our note, I'm going to go ahead and click on the angled edge, pull out enough that we can see an arrow, type in 0.01 by 45 degrees. And then chamfer TYP. That takes care of the detail view. The back view here, we may need to make an adjustment. I'm going to go ahead and say cancel to stop placing hole notes. We need to add center marks to each one of our pegs that are circular. We need to go ahead and dimension. So from this circle to this circle, from there, we'll put the one between the bottoms down below. We'll go from the center of this circle for the height. Actually, it goes from the bottom of the cow catcher. There we go, 0.625. And in the corner, from here to here, 0.275. From here to here, 0.125. The only thing we have left is we do need to dimension 0.125 for the diameter of the pegs. Add TYP in there. And there we go. We have our fully dimensioned multi-view drawing, except we need to add our auxiliary view. So if we need to reposition, replace any views, we can do so. Just to kind of make it look a little less crowded, we can do that. Make sure my ISO view is shaded. But the last thing I have here is I'm going to go ahead and grab the auxiliary view option up here in the ribbon in the create panel. I'm going to pick on the angular edge, put the view down here. And then the only thing I have left to do is I got to add one last dimension to say that from this line to this line, I'll go ahead and place this here. Double left click, and we're going to go to 2 decimal places. And then I need to go ahead and add the offset, word offset to that. Okay. Now, notice how this is kind of running together. If I need to readjust, I'm going to go ahead and reposition some of these. I'm going to kind of pull these apart just to give some more room. Maybe pull this a little closer. Maybe move this over just a little bit. Okay. Notice how our line that I drew earlier, since I moved that, is there. I can actually delete that line because I've already got the positioning where I want it. But this right here will be to finish up the cow catcher drawing. Fully dimensions everything we have, and we're good to go and be ready to start the next drawing.